Hey up everybody, the Yorkshire Simmer here and welcome back to another speed build. This time I'm building a library. I've never actually built a library before in The Sims, ever. This is my first time creating a library. It's inspired off my own library where I live in Thorne. So I've kind of taken, especially at the front design of it, it's inspired by my library where I live. Towards the back, probably not so much. I just thought it'd be interesting to add a library to, I think it's Willow Creek. Willow Creek. I'm adding this library to because I'm trying to create my own save file. So far I have a calf, now I want a library, but there's a calf in this library as well because I didn't know what to do with the spare space at the back. So it's kind of like a library and cafe kind of thing going on. So that's what I ended up deciding to do. Also, guys, I now have a Twitch channel, the Yorkshire Simmer on Twitch. I currently only stream 4 days a week. I stream on a Tuesday, a Thursday, a Saturday and Sunday at 8 p.m. Apart from Saturday, that will be at 10 p.m. and it will be all to do with The Sims 4. I'm doing the 100 baby challenge at the moment there. So if you like what you see on this video, then please give me a follow on Twitch as well as a subscribe to YouTube as well. That would be highly appreciated. As you can see here, I had a little bit of a problem with the counters. I didn't realise for ages that you could actually get a counter to match it. So yeah, it was really weird. I'm going through all these counters trying to get one that matches. And it was right under my nose the entire time. All that effort for nothing. But hey, we got it done in the end. And I managed to find the counter that matched it, kind of. A lot of the things I couldn't remember, how the library where I lived was decorated. So I tried to give it a kind of a neutral theme kind of thing. Nice and light. Lots of windows and a few paintings here and there. I actually went to my local library today. I had to print off a booking confirmation because I have a nice computer headset, but I do not own a printer. I used to, but it broke years ago, but I still haven't replaced the printer. They don't even cost that much nowadays to actually buy a printer. So every time I have to print something off, I always find myself at the library. So yeah, I went today and I didn't even look what kind of decorations were in there. I just went in there, got what I wanted and went. Because I had to go and get some food shopping because we had nothing in for tea. So I had to make sure I went and got something for tea. So I just quickly went in quick, printed whatever I needed off and quickly went. I actually bought the Sims 4. They have a sale on the Cool Kitchen stuff at the moment, the stuff pack. I managed to buy that for $4.99, which I thought was a bargain because I know they're going through at the moment they seem to have a lot of the stuff packs every week or 2 weeks or so. They always put 1.5 price. So every time they've been on half price, I've been buying them to thingy the stuff packs up a little bit because I'm missing a few. I think I'm only missing 5 now. I have all the expansions, all the game packs, and just missing 5 of the stuff packs now, which isn't really too bad. They're doing pretty well. But bookcases, I struggled with the bookcases. I didn't know which ones I wanted to pick. The kids ones, they were probably the hardest because I wanted it to look more colourful, so I decided to go for them little smaller ones for the kids corner, because that corner of the room where you saw the smaller bookcases, that's going to be a little kiddie corner. Because that's what it is in my local library. It's where they have little kids books and a little table for them to play on, and they have they have old events there as well and stuff like that. I've never been to any of the events, but I know that the whole events there, and they have some animal safaris coming in. They have nursery rhyme things and all that lot. The bookcases as well. I didn't really like them either, but I can't be too fussy. So I was just like, oh, well, it's inspired off my library, so it'll be okay. I had to put the move command on, so I could like put the bookcases so that there was proper together instead of having like that gap in the middle. Obviously some of them do, but I couldn't actually move them up because otherwise it like glitches. But the ones back to that back, you know, I put them like that so it looked, you know, a lot better. That is like I've never used this either, but there's like a computer room, like it must be like for like classes or something, if you're like learning to like use computers and stuff like that. So I put a few little desks about, a few ones out and about as well, a few computers and that I put out as well, you know, just to make it look a bit more realistic and to look more like the library where I live. But yeah, it was a pretty fun and interesting build. To say I've never built a library, I'm pretty happy with it. There's a few things I could have probably done better, like the decorating and the roof, because the roof I'm not really happy with. If I had to say there's one thing I do not like about this build, is the roof. So I'd like to see someone change that. If anyone downloads it from the Sims 4 gallery, please feel free to change the roof, and please tell me if you do, because I would love the ones with a nice roof, because roofing is not my specialty. I know like basically how to roof, but anything like complicated, that just goes over my head. You know, completely over my head. I just like prefer like the layout things. I like doing the layouts of things more than anything. I love building, but I don't like decorating much, just like the layouts. Can't roof either. Useless at roofing. But building I'm okay. Gameplay I'm okay. Another thing I'm not good at, creation. Creating Sims is not my strong point. I don't mind creating Sims, but I can't be like one of them people that just like sit there and take forever to create their perfect sim. It just annoys me too much. And there's like, you can't get so many outfits together now, and then you normally end up having a second outfit for you every day, a second outfit for your pajamas. It just becomes such a mess, and it just seriously like it stresses me out. So I'm doing a 7 toddler challenge, and I actually asked my local Sims, well, not local, but a local, not even local, a Sims 4 community Facebook group. Well, I asked 2 actually, to do the toddlers and the adult for this challenge, and I have 2 that I really want to use, and I will probably use one on my YouTube and probably one on my Twitch, because I really like them both and I want to use them both. One is like what's it called? Last of the Summer Wines, Nora Batty with 7 toddlers, which should be interesting. And then we have another one, and it's like inspired by, is it Inside Out? Yeah, Inside Out. And I want to use them as well. So I'll probably put myself through pain twice and do one on my YouTube and one on Twitch as well, which should be a laugh and a headache all at the same time. But yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do, because I want to play them both because they look so good. So yeah, that's what I plan on doing with the 7 toddler challenge, putting myself through pain twice to do the challenge. But hey, it'll be worth it. It'll be a good laugh. If anything, it'll teach me how to try to control 8 Sims, because I don't think I've ever controlled 8 Sims, let alone 7 toddlers and an adult. Yep, should be absolutely great fun. You'll find that I use a lot of windows in this build. I'm just like trying to make it as light and airy as possible. And as you saw, like the roof, don't even go there. The roof is, I don't like the roof. But that's how the roof is at the library. It's kind of like flat. But then there's another building behind it. So it like goes up 2 stories. But obviously this is like single story. Maybe if it was 2 stories, it would have looked a bit better. But yeah, I only decided to do single story for the build. I will put some pictures at the end of this build so you can actually see what it looks like anyway. But anyway, more excitement. They reckon there's going to be a new expansion pack in June this year. I am so excited. I know they're like ending the support for like 32 bits, so everyone's like speculating that the new expansion will come in June. Me, I'm really hoping it's University. Last time I played University was The Sims 2, and I used to love that game pack. Not game pack, that expansion. I used to absolutely love it. I used to spend hours playing that. I did get it for The Sims 3, but my computer didn't like it. So yeah, I'm really hoping that University will be the next expansion pack, because I really, really, really want to play it. This would probably be really good, actually. This library probably really good in a university, like, village, or, well, not village, like, world kind of thing. But yeah, I try and put a few chairs there. It's like, they have this really cool chair at my library, like, the kids can literally, like, sit in it, and it's, like, kind of like an enclosed little cave chair thing. It looks really cool. But for this, I just decided to put some chairs there. Mainly, like, I was thinking, like, yeah, parents can sit on it or something like that. That's my main thinking. But I changed them quite a few times. I thought, oh, I'll have some nice bright colours. And then I go and change my mind and get rid of the blue and the orange one. I was going to put, like, a little building block table in the middle of it, but it didn't look right, because it has actually a little table in the actual library. But, yeah, I didn't actually put one in this one, so I decided just to put a few little kids toys, little toddler toys and that, because there's not many places for toddlers to go in the Sims 4, so if it's child friendly, at least it looks nice. Like, even in the toilets, end up putting like a little toddler toilet thing down, you know, because the kids don't get to, especially the toddlers, it doesn't feel like there's anywhere for the toddlers to go. Obviously, toddlers were added a lot later, because obviously everyone will remember when we first got The Sims 4, they didn't even have toddlers. You went straight from a baby to a child, which made absolutely no sense. So yeah, I'm so glad we have toddlers now. And this room here, again, this room, actually, I've never been in it, so I don't even know what it is. But I think like little group sessions and that go in there or something. I don't know. It must be. I think. Could be wrong, but I just presume it's going to be like a little group room where you might, you know, have like a session or something. I don't know. So I decided to go with a little green theme, and the chairs remind me of like the NHS chairs kind of thing. So yeah, I decided to go for that and I didn't put many decorations in here. And again, I couldn't even decide what I actually wanted in that room. It was like, yeah, so annoying, but I managed to get there. It's just everything that I tried to like add to the room, it like make it look nice, but them ones, they seem to have fitted it okay, so I decided to end up going with them because they make the room look a lot better. Later on, I also add a painting to that room as well, just to kind of like finish off that room. And as you can see right now, it's not expanded to its full potential. I was trying to put something on the roof, like to make it look more like, I don't know, like industrially or something. I don't know, make it look like I don't know, like the way it's meant to look, but they just didn't go, so I kind of scrapped that idea. But I do end up extending the back of it, just because they have that little bit of empty space, and that's when I thought, oh, I'll make a cafe out of it instead. So yeah, it's a dual purpose lot for The Sims. And this little room here, I decided to make it into a club room for The Sims, for like get together. They could like have that as their like little club room kind of thing. There's a lot of like file stuff in this room in the actual library, because it's like where the librarians sit and that. So yeah, a lot of files and a lot of books. That's why I've put like probably like 1 or 2 books. And then I decided to put like a coffee machine and that, so when it's a club room, you know, they've got a coffee machine. And I think I put a fridge as well. I think. Might not. I might. yeah, I do put a fridge. I'm pretty sure I put a fridge in there as well. So, yeah, it'll be probably, I don't know what kind of club would probably go in there. Probably something to do with people that like books. I don't know. Maybe something like that. But, yeah, that's my reasoning for that, because I thought, because it's a librarian room, I might as well make it into a club room, because we don't have many club rooms either unless you actually go to Winterberg, you know, the one with Get Together, that world, yeah. So I thought I'd put a club room in this, and then Sims can change it according to their needs. So yeah, that's why I decided to do that. What else do we end up doing? Put some logic tables in as well. When we actually end up expanding it, we put a few little, I think we put 3 logic tables in, so like, you know, Sims can have a game of chess, you know, like you do, even though I absolutely do not know how to play chess whatsoever. I can play checkers, can't play chess. I'm not that brainy for chess, and I was not made to play chess. And you can sit there explaining it to me for hours. I still won't get it. Seriously, I'm no good at learning chess. And here as well, it's like a notice board they have in the library. So I was thinking of putting like loads of little things together. I think in the end I ended up putting like a calendar there and a few other little bits and bobs. Little paintings, because it's like the little kids' corner. I know I've spent quite a few times there with my little one, wanting to take books out all the time, and then me forgetting to bring them back on time. I am really, really bad at remembering to bring books back. That's probably why I racked up a bit of a fine on my adult account. Oops-y daisy. Yeah, I'm terrible at forgetting to bring my library books back. The only good thing about my son's library card is they don't get charged fees for forgetting to bring their books back. Or should I say, me forgetting to bring the books back. Because obviously it's like my responsibility. Obviously, of course. Kind of. But anyway, tomorrow there will be no new video up on my YouTube channel because I am going away for a few days. Only going away for like Wednesday through to Friday. This was obviously pre-recorded, but I never got around to making anything for the Thursday. So Thursday there is nothing at all, but there's loads of other videos you can catch up on. You can catch up on my Twitch if you want. Watch me embarrass myself. So you can do that if you want to do that. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a heads up. There's no Thursday video on YouTube this week, and this is where we make the toilets. This is when you see me I put like the little kiddie's toilet in, or maybe I don't do it just yet. I don't think I do it just yet because I think I forget. And yeah, they are gender neutral toilets, so anyone can use them. I can't stand it in The Sims when you can't use a toilet. I always change the toilets to gender neutral because you can never tell which is male and which is female, so it's just better just to put them as gender neutral and they can go in and use whichever one they want. And I put some anti-bac in it as well, because you've got little bits and bobs. I think if you go into the retail stuff or the community stuff, you can put little hand anti-bac and some little paper bins. It's makes it look so much more realistic. So I was just going to leave it like that. And I was going to create a room for this cafe, and then I decided just to make it all open plan. I didn't think there was any real reason for it to be in a room. I thought it'd be nice if it was nice and open planned. And that little bit there, I just decided to extend the whole lot because it just didn't look right, and that's why I ended up putting the logic tables. That's what I ended up doing. So a bit of trial and error, but that's just me all over. I'm always thinking of wanting to do different things. I'll do something and then I'll be like, no, I don't want to do that. Get rid of it. Do something else with it, kind of thing. I'm always like that. But yeah, that's what I ended up deciding to do, put the tables there. So it's in their own little cubby corner kind of thing. I thought that was kind of sweet. And then obviously where that sofa is there will be the calf. I could have probably removed that wall a bit better, but I was just like, I can't bother to like press down on a key so I was just like, oh, just get the hammer it all down. And then I nearly tried to take the entire floor away, which was not good, but I got there in the end. It took me a bit of a while to actually find the coffee machine thing. I couldn't remember where it was, but managed to find it in the end. And I think I tried to put like one of them little, you know, them, what they called them, counters, but I don't think it worked out properly. I can't remember if I put one or not. I think I might have put one, but it just didn't look right. I was looking, I think I do end up putting one, or do I? I don't know. But if it was, I was trying to look for the ones that match the actual barrister thing. I don't even know what you call it, barrister counter? If coffee counter, you know. I was like looking at the diamonds, like trying to look at see if I can find the ones with the diamonds on the top. That's what I was trying to do. But yeah, I think I do decide to keep one of them in. I'm pretty sure I do. And I put some pictures above the actual coffee thing just to make it look a bit better. I also put 3 traits when I did this. The traits that I've put for Thorne library is the fast internet trait, the peace and quiet trait, and the sunny aspects trait. I think I actually chose peace and quiet and sunny aspects for the calf next door to it as well. But I just thought them, you know, them traits just seem to go really well, obviously with it being a library, and Willow Creek is such a nice area, so I thought the sunny aspect one would be really nice as well. I had a few little things with the tables. I had tried a few tables out, found a table that I kind of like. I'm still not 100% sure on, but I got there in the end. I've actually play tested this as well, and everything's all working as it should. You can turn the librarian room, or whatever you want to call it, the club room, into whatever you like, and everything seems to be working okay. But the only thing is, because you can either have it, or you can only have it as a library or a cafe, I put it as a library, and I got someone to hire a barrister for the actual cafe thing to take some photos. So I will put the photos at the end of this. Anyway, we are actually coming to the end, to be honest. I've really been talking for that long. Anyway, if you do like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment. If you don't like it, criticize. Tell me what I can do to improve. I am open to positive criticism because I know I have a long way to go to improve, and everyone can always improve their Sims skills, whether it be building or play or creation or whatever you want to do with the Sims. But I really do highly appreciate you coming and watching this whole lot and listening to me jabber on for the entire time. As you can see, I'm, you know, finishing up here with a few paintings and that such. So yeah, that's like the last bit I like kind of do, is like put the little pictures on and stuff. But if you like it, then thumbs up, people. And again, thank you for watching. I highly appreciate your support, and take care, guys. Bye bye for now.